Hey, what is up YouTube? thyAshes here bringing you another video. Today, another quick video. We're going to talk about the idea of committing to a play and basically the proper decision making in committing to a play, I guess. I didn't really think about title or introduction, but yeah, I think that's good enough. So basically what I'm talking about is when you're committing to a play in Gears of War, say you see a kill in front of you, right? Say you're fighting a 1v1, and we're going to put ourselves on Foundation, and we're going to put ourselves over at B Hill, right? You're in the middle of an escalation game. You're fighting a 1v1. You're at B Hill. You know your team's fighting, like maybe in mid, maybe over like a home-to-home type of thing, but you've got this 1v1 in front of you on B Hill. Now, most players, even a lot of pro players, will commit to that 1v1, right? That they will get so locked into that fight that fight is going to happen whether they win or they lose. And my point in this video is that is actually not, in my opinion, the proper mentality going into this game. You need to be able to be flexible, and I've talked about this on stream. You need to be able to be flexible in going, okay, maybe this is no longer the right play halfway through the play. Now, I'm not saying that, say, B Hill is taken and your team is called to push 5 people into B to break that setup and you decide it's not the right play and so you back out. I'm not talking about that kind of commitment. I'm talking about individually your commitment to fighting that 1v1. So back in that scenario, we're on Foundation, we're on B Hill. So first half, you're in a 1v1, your team's fighting on the other side of the map. You hear or you know that your team calls somebody is in mid, right? Fighting on your side mid ramp, right? So what that basically means is that you could then move over and flank them. And you know what? Better yet, let's go ahead and take a look at the overhead map of Foundation to better explain this. All right, so let's go ahead and draw this scenario real quick on this overhead map we have. So you're fighting a 1v1 over on this side of the map, right? There's you. And there's the enemy, right? You're fighting a 1v1 purely on B Hill, and your team is fighting something across this area. This is where the fight in action is taking place. But you hear one of your teammates call out, hey, they're pushing our mid ramp, and you hear them fighting, right? Or you know they're fighting. They're pushing our mid ramp, right? So that's the scenario. Picture that situation. Most people, and I'm including people that I've witnessed do this in public matches. I'm including people I've witnessed do this at a pro level, at an amateur level, at a beginner level. They will commit to that 1v1 fight. This fight right here is all that's on their mind. This area of the map, that's all they focus on. They know that they have to win that fight. Because if they come up big, if they win that fight, right, then they have control of B Hill. And that helping their team might be an afterthought. But my point in this video is there can be situations in those 1v1s or in those kind of scenarios. And like I said, this is just an example where you can change your commitment to that fight and go do something else that is equally or more productive for the success of your team. So let's take this into consideration, right? And we're gonna fully draw this out so that we have an actual scenario, right? So we're gonna erase all of these and we're gonna say that they have 3 people pushing across top tables into our 3 people defending our home, right? We saw their push. We have people over here and they have people getting ready to push, right? This is where the action is taking place in this area. There's this 1v1 going on, right? So now you're in your 1v1, your guy falls back behind the U. You got a good shot on him. He rolled back. He needed to be in cover. So now this guy is right here, right? Most people are going to push that. They're going to say, okay, I've got him hurt. I can push that. They'll push him and try to get a back A. They'll push him and hold right hand so they can keep right hand advantage. Maybe they'll go over to T, stalemate the fight in some way or another. My point is that you have now opened up a new option, a new decision in your gameplay. You do not have to force that 1v1 fight. Obviously, your goal was to win that fight and get B, but you now have this option where you can come around here and kill this guy. You can force a 2v1 scenario, which is always going to be better than a 1v1 scenario. That's just math. And get that kill, secure that kill, and then maybe play for B where 2 of you, also another 2v1 if that guy's still there. Maybe he gets the cap, but it's an easy break. you have a better scenario, right? This opens, by forcing him back, you now have an open door to a new type of play. And by the way, these overhead maps were done by Waldo. So if you want them, you can see the link right here. Feel free to check it out. They're also on his Twitter. So you have a new option. And that's what I'm talking about really when I'm talking about committing to a play. In my opinion, a lot of people struggle with that mindset. They see that one play, they commit to that one play, and it can happen in an instant, right? It can be something where you're fighting somebody and that option for a change in plan comes up and goes like that. Very quickly, it's here, it's gone. You can no longer make that play, but it was there, it was available. And those are the type of things that high-level players, some very specific ones, are very good at thinking about, recognizing, and then acting on. One of my greatest examples, and I tried to find a clip for this video, but I sadly couldn't, would be Mental, right? This is one of the things that makes Mental so great in scenarios where he's outnumbered. And it's because when he's fighting fights, he won't just focus on one person and hunt them down and try to get that kill. He's not afraid to change targets. He's got stellar movement, spectacular gun skills. He's not afraid to go, okay, I'm fighting you, you've started to retreat, and I know you're hurt. I don't need to chase you and try to get that kill while this guy shoots me in the back. I can turn and shoot this guy and hopefully get a shot on him and then turn my attention back to you. So he is very good at recognizing when he's in those scenarios, when he has options to make another play. He could fight a 1v1, force you to roll back, and then go help his teammate. And those are the type of high level things. There's some players, other players on my team who do that. There's some players on Envy who do that. There's a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but there's a good amount of high level players who recognize those scenarios. And I think that's truly what helps make them, along with their gun skill, their communication, their awareness and game knowledge and all that other stuff that makes you a pro, those type of quick in the moment decision making skills are what help them be at the top of the game so consistently. So if this is something that interests you, make sure to leave a thumbs up. I know it's something that not a lot of people think about, but this game does have a lot of split-second decisions that can very heavily influence how a round turns out. So like I said, if you enjoyed the video, thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the subscribe button down below. I sincerely appreciate the support. Let me know what you think in the comments about this type of thing and about committing to plays. And like always, I will see you all in the next video.